Tonight's bedtime story is called Little Miss Wise's Winning Walk, read by the same artists. Do you know anyone as wise as Miss Wise? I imagine not. Miss Wise is wise and sensible, or sensible and wise if you prefer, as anyone I know. Every morning Miss Wise brushes her teeth, being careful to use exactly the right amount of toothpaste. Not a millimetre too much, or not a millimetre too little. And every morning Miss Wise has a very wise and sensible breakfast in her kitchen. Do you think that she puts lots of jam on a slice of toast? Not at all. A small amount of jam is wise and sensible. And every morning Miss Wise takes a walk. Not too short, not too long, not too fast, or not too slow. She always goes the same way, so that there is no risk of her getting lost. And it was while when she was on one of these morning walks that she met 4 of his friends. "Good morning, Miss Wise," said Mr. Bump. "Come with us to see little Miss Star. We're going to have a skateboarding race." "A skateboarding race?" exclaimed Miss Wise. "Are you sure that is a sport that will suit you, Mr. Bump?" she asked wisely. "And as for you, Mr. Greedy," she added, "don't you think you might break the skateboard?" "Well, enjoy yourselves," she added, "but I prefer to walk. I find it much less dangerous." And she continued on her way. Not long after, the competitors in the race were ready at the starting line. Miss Star was just about to start the race when she noticed that someone was missing. Can you spot who was missing? Yes, Mr. Greedy. But they didn't have time to wait for him. "On your marks, get set, go!" cried Miss Star. Mr. Bump's skateboard was off at full speed, and its poor owner soon found himself wobbling all over the place. He found it very difficult indeed to stay on the board. So difficult, in fact, that the skateboard continued the race without its owner. Whee! And landed just behind Miss Wise as she wisely and sensibly continued with her walk. The skateboard continued the race with a terrified Miss Wise on board. "Help me!" she cried as she hurtled down a hill at full speed. Mr. Busy was in the lead, and he was already at the slalom. "Tra-la-la," he sang as he weaved between the obstacles with great ease and at great speed. "I'm sure to win." Wah! Miss Wise, still perched on a skateboard, was the next to attempt the slalom. Wisely, she closed her eyes and crossed the finish line with a bump, taking Mr. Greedy's flag with her, and landed right in the middle of the end of race feast, or what was left of it. Mr. Greedy had been there earlier, you see. All of the friends danced to celebrate Miss Wise's victory, although not everyone. Look carefully. Somebody seems to be missing. Yes, Miss Somersault was not in the mood for celebrating. She was feeling rather cross because normally she won every race. And since then, do you think Miss Wise takes a skateboard with her on her morning walk? Most certainly not. But she does wear a helmet and knee pads, just in case. Time for our second story.